Hello students, this is Swati Deshpande teacher. Today we will be taking few important sums from 5th standard scholarship mathematics. Okay, so I will be covering few important sums in this video. So please watch the video till the end. Okay, let's go ahead. First sum, 28 into 2 upon 21 is equal to 2 box upon 3. See students, this is just the multiplication of two numbers, one fraction and one integer. This is written in the form of a mixed fraction. Please be careful here, they are totally different. Now we want to find out which number will come in place of this box. For that, first we will have to solve this part. Okay, 28 means upon 1, which we normally don't write. Now I am writing to avoid the confusion. 28 is in the numerator, so we can do division of 28 and 21 because they have 7 as a common factor. So I am dividing these both numbers by 7. 7 4s are, 7 3s are. Now no more division is possible, okay, because 3 is here and 1 is here. So there are no numbers in the numerator which are multiple of 3. So no division possible anymore. So 4 into 2, 8 will come in the numerator. 1 into 3, 3 will be here in the denominator. Now let's convert this into a mixed fraction. So it is 3 2s are 6, then remainder is 2 and upon 3. I hope you know how to convert a improper fraction into a mixed fraction. We have to do 8 divided by 3. 3 2s are 6, remainder is 2, and we write this division in the form of Q R upon D. Q is quotient, so 2, R is remainder, so 2, and upon D means divisor, 3. So I have written this. Now this is equal to 2 box 3, that is what they are saying. Now we have found out the value of this as this, 2 upon 3, which they are saying 2 box upon 3. So obviously which number will come in place of box? 2. So our answer is 2. Here your concepts of fractions are very important. You should know how to convert improper fraction into a mixed fraction and vice versa. In case you have difficulty in any concept of fraction, please see my video on fractions. Okay, let's go ahead. Students, next sum will appear on your screen. How many kilometer will the train with speed 45 km per hour cover from 8 am to 12:20 pm? What is the speed? Speed is 45 kilometers per hour. It can cover 45 kilometers in 1 hour. Now we need to find out from 8 to 12:20. 8 to 12:20. Okay, how to find out how much is the time span? You can do subtraction like that, hour, minutes, or you can count simply with the help of fingers, no problem. If you are confident enough, you can go ahead. Otherwise, you have to do like this, 4 hours 20 minutes. 4 hours is very easy to find out. In 1 hour 45 kilometers, so in 4 hours how much? So 4 into 45. That is 180. 180 kilometers in 4 hours. Please don't select the option which is 180 because that option, the probability that this option will be given, because our work is not yet complete. We need to find out how much it will cover in next 20 minutes also. That is the main deciding factor. If the student can manage this, then he or she will get 2 marks. How to do it? 20 minutes is what part of 1 hour, that is 60 minutes. How to find out that? This is 20 minutes out of 60 minutes. Right? 20 minutes means how much part of an hour? 1 hour. So if we divide that by 60 minutes, whatever fraction we will get, that is, we are actually converting this minutes into hour. Why are we doing that? Because this is given in hour. Speed is given in hour. So we need to find out 20 minutes means how many hours. So minutes, if we want to convert into hour, what should we do? We divide that by 60. That is what I am doing. Right? 1 0 gone. 2 1s are 2 3s are. So 1 upon 3 hour. Okay, if that train covers 45 km in 1 hour, so in 1/3 of an hour, how many kilometers will it cover? So 1/3 of 45, that is 15 km. So in all, total, how much? 180 plus 15, that is 195 kilometers train will cover. So our answer is 195 kilometers. Isn't it easy? Correct? चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Students, next sum will appear on your screen. Savita celebrated her birthday on 22nd June, which was Tuesday. Hema is older than Savita by 40 days. Then her birthday will fall on which day? Very easy. Everybody has a calendar at home, isn't it? And calendar is such a topic which is common for IT as well as mathematics, and it is very, very important. If you want a rank, good rank in scholarship, you really have no choice but to do this chapter very, very thoroughly. Right? Okay. Now, क्या दिया है information? Sarita's birthday is on 22nd June. Right? And Hema, this is Sarita. Hema is 40 days older. Means she is born 40 days before Sarita. So in fact, if we want to find out the birthday of Hema, we need to go back 40 days from 22nd June. Okay, 22nd June means 1 to 22nd. We need to go back 22nd, 21, 20. Are we going to do that manually? No, we have to work smartly. So this 22 days of June we are taking, and how many days older? 40. So 40 minus 22, 18. 22 days of June, and remaining 18 days we need to consider from May. We need to go back from 31st May 18 days. So basically from 31 we want to go back 18 days. Go back means minus. So answer is 13. So 13th May should be the birthday of Hema. It is very, very interesting. Nothing but 2-digit subtraction has given me 2 marks, and I want everyone, each one of you, to get those 2 marks if the same similar sum comes in the examination. We are going back from 22nd June. From 22nd June we need to go back 40 days. We are not going to do it manually. So we are minusing 22. These many days are remaining? 18. So 18, now June is over. So 18 we need to minus from total days of May, 31. We are going back. So 13 days of May are remaining. Means she is born on 13th May. Interesting, isn't it? Chalo, let's go ahead. Students, next sum. There is a profit of rupees 225 on selling a table for rupees 2400. What is the profit or loss if the same table is sold for rupees 2250? Okay, profit and loss is another important chapter which you really need to study well. Okay, it is formula based. Main formula is selling price minus cost price will give you profit. Cost minus selling will give you loss. Because when cost is more, we incur a loss. When selling price is more, we gain a profit. Okay. So let's go ahead. There is a profit. They are saying there is a profit. 225. And selling price is 2400. Selling price is 2400. Profit is 225, isn't it? Yeah, 225. If you know selling price and profit with the help of this formula, C you can bring here, P you can bring here by doing subtraction, and this minus C will become plus C. So we will get another formula. These two formula are same. We are just shifting here and there, right? So selling price is 2400 minus 225. So answer is 2175. 2175 is the cost price. CP means or C means cost price. You can call it as C or CP. Okay. Now the same. Now we know this much we have spent for that particular table. Now we want to sell that table for 2250. New SP selling price is 2250. If you observe again, this is bigger or more than this. So obviously when selling price is more, we gain a profit. So we need to find out the profit. Now in this case also there is a profit. How to find out profit? SP minus CP. When there is a profit, SP is always bigger. Cost is what is going out from your pocket. SP is what is coming in your pocket. If that is more, obviously you will get profit, right? So 2250 minus 2175. How much it is? 75. So answer is profit of rupees 75. Answer is profit of rupees 75. Right? चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Students, next sum will appear on your screen. If 16 shirts were sold for 20 notes of rupees 100, double its notes of rupees 50 and 200 notes of rupees 20, then what is the selling price of a shirt? Okay. So I have written here total shirts, how many are there? 16. And they have given how they are purchased. While purchasing, how many notes of what, which denomination they have given. 100 rupee notes, how many are given? 20. 50 rupee notes, double of rupees 100. Means 100 के 20 है तो 50 के 20 into 2, 40 notes are there. And rupees 20 के 200 notes are there. So total cost of 16 shirts, how to calculate? 100 rupees के how many notes? 20. इतने दिए plus 50, 40 notes. 40 notes of 50 plus 200 notes of rupees 20. This much money was given to get this 16 shirts. So total, let's find out. 2000 plus this is also 2000 plus 4000. So total it is 8000. So rupees 8000 were spent to get this 16 shirts. So if we want to find out the price of one shirt, that is what they have asked us. That is equal to 8000 upon 16, that is 500. Rupees 500 is our answer. See, in the examination you are not expected to write like this, the way we do it in the school, right? We are giving competitive exams, so we have to save time, but at the same time we should get correct answer. So here while practicing you should be systematic. So at the time of examination you will be in comfort zone, right? Okay, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Students, read the sum properly. The length and breadth of an auditorium are 30 meter and 24 meter respectively. The rate of tiling is rupees 75 per square meter and the labor charges are rupees 25 per square meter. Find the total expenses of tiling the auditorium. If you want to do tiling or coloring or leveling of a ground or something like that, then it is the sum of area. Area is another important chapter which is very important from examination point of view. Okay, so let's go ahead with this particular sum. Auditorium, what are the length and breadth? they have given length is 30 meter and breadth is 24 meter. This is in rectangular shape, right? Length and breadth. So how to find out area? Area is length into breadth. So 30 into 24. Please remember, area is always meter square. It is never meter. Centimeter square, meter square. Basically unit square. So we need to do the tiling for this much area. For that we are going to incur certain expenses. There are two types of expenses. One is tiling, other one is labor charges. Both the expenses are given per square meter. Both are same per square meter. So we can add them as total expenses per square meter. That is 100 rupees. Okay. Now this much area and this is per square meter is the rate of expenses. So if we want to find out total expenses, our job is very easy. 720, that is area, into rate. So our answer is rupees 72,000. This much total expenses we will have to incur. Okay? So easy, isn't it? चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Students, next sum will appear on your screen. 30% of monthly income of rupees 32,000 was spent for household expenses and 20% of the household expenses was spent on milk. What amount was spent on milk? Okay, total income कितना है? Rupees 32,000. From here, from this income, 30%. Students, again, percentage is very important chapter. Okay, you must be clear about the concept of percentage. All this area, percentage, profit and loss. If you have any query, doubt about the concept, please see my video. I have already uploaded respective videos. Okay, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Total monthly income is 32,000. Out of that 30%, how to write? 30 upon 100. 30% of total income they are spending on household. So let's calculate. 1, 2, 1, 2. We need to multiply 30 into 320. How much it is? 9,600. It is 9,600 for household. And out of this 9,600, 20% is spent on milk. So 20% of 9,600 is spent on milk. So let's calculate. Rupees 1,920 is spent on milk. It was just based on the concept of percentage. Very simple sum, but I have taken because I want you to be clear about percentage. Okay, बच्चे लोग चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Students, read the next sum properly. Suman purchased 800 flowers at the rate of rupees 150 per 100. She made a bunch of 20 flowers each and sold it at the rate of rupees 75 per bunch. Find her profit. Okay, Suman purchased how many flowers? 800. And what was the rate at the time of purchase? She had to spend rupees 150 per 100. 800 means how many hundreds? 8 into 100, 8 times 100. So if the rate is rupees 150 per 100, so she will have to pay 150 8 times to get 800. So 150 into 8. This is going to be her CP, that is cost. That is 1,200. That much money has gone out from her pocket. Okay, now what she is doing? She is very smart. She is making small bunch of 20 flowers. So these 800 total flowers, she is dividing 20 in bunches. So division. Dividing means division. So let's do the division. 40. So she will have 40 bunches with her that she will sell now. At what rate is she selling them? Rupees 75. So 40 into 75, this much money she will get per bunch. How much is she selling it for? 75, right? Selling price is 75. Per bunch 75. She has 40 bunches. So obviously she will get 75 40 times. So let's multiply. So she will get rupees 3000. This is her SP, total SP, selling price. CP is 1200. From her pocket 1200 has gone and she has got rupees 3000, which is much more than 1200. She is smart. She is getting profit. When SP is more, profit is there, right? So 3000 minus 1200, our profit is rupees 1800. So in this transaction she has gained profit of rupees 1800, right? Okay, let's take few more examples. Students, I have written two more sums on the board. See this one, आपको पता है what is it? This is the example of BODMAS. When there are multiple operations, plus, minus, multiplication, division in the same sum, you have to follow the rule of BODMAS, right? Rule of BODMAS is not new to you. You are giving scholarship, means whatever is first वैसे ही करते जाओ. नहीं, there is a rule which to be performed first. That rule is called as BODMAS rule. Okay, so we are going to implement that. What is a BODMAS rule? First we have to do multiplication and division, whichever is first from this side. So here it is multiplication. So we must do this. बाकी सब वैसे ही लिखना है. Then you will have to do division. So 49 divided by 7 is 7. Then plus minus, they are also at same level. Whichever comes first from left, that you need to perform first. So this will be first. So 0 plus 9, ultimately the answer is 9. Here the operation which you perform first as per BODMAS rule will give you 2 marks. If you follow this order, definitely your answer will be different, and that option also will be there. So probability of making mistake is more in these kinds of sum. In case you don't know BODMAS rule, please see that. Okay. If you have any query, of course you can mention them in the comment section. If you need any help from my side, I am always there. Okay. Here, next one. 81 upon 135 is equal to box upon 90. We need to find out which number will come in place of box. They are in fractions. Means these two numbers and these two numbers are related, and these two numbers and these two numbers are also related. So we need to find out whichever relation is possible to arrive at this value. We will take help of that relation, right? Now first thing is, primarily I cannot find out any relation. So what we'll do, numbers are quite big. So my first job is to reduce the fraction. 8 plus 1, 9. This is divisible by 9. 1 plus 3 plus 5 is also 9. So both these numbers are divisible by 9. So I am doing division by 9. Let's see. So this is 9. This is 15. Okay. This will remain same. Now can I find out the relation? Yes. 15, if I multiply by 6, I am getting 90. So same thing I need to do here. So which number am I getting? 54. So 54 is the answer. Understood? We reduce this fraction because इधर मालूम नहीं पड़ रहा था क्या relation है. But there is a relation. So reduce, make them smaller and then find out. Okay? So answer is 54. Students, I can just go on, you all know that, right? But I need to stop somewhere. If you like this video, see here I have covered 10, I think 10 examples. If you like this video and if you want me to make more of these videos, then let me know in the comment section. If there is a positive response from your side, if you are liking it, definitely I will make more videos. Okay, also on IT. Okay, students, if you enjoy my videos, then what are you supposed to do? You all know, but still you have to share them with more and more students who are interested in studies, right? And subscribe to my channel in case you have not yet done. And I will come with the next video very soon. Till then, study well, and very important thing is correct. Enjoy studying. Bye.